what to stream, and what to skip. It's Movie Reviews with Ryan J.
That's right. We are back live and in person with the nationally syndicated entertainment critic. It's Ryan J.
Hello, you're in person. We can
Good
touch
to see you.
It's good to see you guys too.
Great to see
We're going to
you,
inappropriately touch
I know.
you.
I feel like it's been
lot.
like at least a week since we've done this.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, a little bit longer than that.
Good to see you. Okay, so let's break down because people want to do some fun stuff because it's going to be snowing and cold and they want to like watch some good movies and shows. So the first one you got today is Morbius.
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 Yes.
That's PG-13 in theaters.
It is, and it is an origin story, a Marvel superhero movie that takes place in the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
And it's Spider-Villain Morbius, who's basically this doctor who mixes bat and human DNA and gets vampiric superpowers.
Oh, so the plot is kind of derivative.
Well, yeah,
of...
it's not my favorite. It's not the typical tone of a Marvel film. It's Jared Leto and Audrey Arjona, who I love. She played Dorothy in NBC's Emerald City series back then.
Okay.
And yeah.
All
So
right.
I'm wondering, of course, with a movie like this, how are the special effects? Because I have to just admit to you, this does not sound like a movie I would like at all.
You wouldn't. I don't
Would
think
I?
No, you wouldn't.
Oh.
There's nothing really new. He's like it's very derivative. The mad scientist, experiment gone wrong, familiar blend of previous stories, and the effects are cool. The effects are very cool. It's kind of Matrix meets Harry Potter, but really nothing that spectacular. And you've got to heed the rating. It's PG-13, but the tone is like a horror film. I literally jumped, almost hit my head on the ceiling in the theater when I saw this.
I remember doing that one time when you were here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You organized a scare that I didn't appreciate.
That-
I'm like,
that's- yes.
looking behind
but
me
I think
now.
some people would scream, "Skip it! It's not worth it."
Very good. Skip it.
Yeah, it's the first. I think it's the first
I'm not
Marvel
going.
movie I've
Even
ever
though you
said.
jumped,
I'm not
and
seeing it.
Skipping it?
Well, I like to jump in a horror movie,
Hop, skip, and jump away from it.
not in a superhero movie. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. All right, your next one then is The Bubble, rated R, Netflix.
This is the one, Tiffany, I was telling you about this week.
Yes.
This is the new one from
Nonstop.
writer-director Judd Apatow. I was texting you every 5 minutes.
Yes.
This just happened in the movie. Judd Apatow, 40-year-old virgin, train wreck, and this is a satire of Hollywood, of really famous movie stars getting together early on in the pandemic, forming a bubble to try to make a movie, and it is not too soon to go to all the places that all of us can relate to.
Oh, whoa. Okay, so
I love that kind of humor.
Is it so it's all comedy? Is it you label it that way?
Oh, I laughed so hard. I hurt myself laughing watching this film. It is so funny. It's like that non-PC, non-woke, would
love it.
cancel careers, but so appropriately to the comedy in this.
Love it.
It's so timely right now that it's uproarious. It's kind of reminding me of a Christopher Guest movie. It has that improv feeling to it where people are just going off and being the. And listen to this cast: Leslie Mann, Apatow's wife;
Yep.
Iris Apatow, his daughter; Keegan-Michael Key; Karen Gillan; David Duchovny; Kate McKinnon; Maria Bakalova; Fred Armisen, and
Whoa.
more. It's hilarious.
Look at how they're making they're
I
showing,
love
they're
that.
kind of giving away the magic of how those kind of movies
Yeah.
are made
Yeah.
too. This looks so good, Ryan. So yes, this
Absolutely,
is for
stream
sure.
it, for sure.
He said uproarious.
Uproarious.
I love his
Uproarious.
vocabulary. All right, better Nate than ever.
Yes.
Actually, than ever. I love the title of this.
It's clever because it's like we all want to be our authentic selves. So this kid, Nate, he's in 7th grade. The director of this film, the writer-director of this film, Tim Federle, pitched it to Disney as Ferris Bueller meets Billy Elliot. It's a musical comedy adventure
cute.
set in New York City. A 7th grader runs away from home. He wants to audition for an upcoming Broadway musical of Lilo and Stitch.
Oh.
And
Cute.
it's really good.
Okay, so you kind of identify with this, you said.
I do because, I was a theater geek growing up.
Yeah,
And
me
so,
too.
my inner theater geek looks back and I just kind of thrive on this sort of fantasy. It's really cute. It's really fun. That whole spirit of there's always room at the table for theater kids, with the theater kids, right?
Yeah.
And guess who's in this movie?
Lisa
right
Kudrow.
there.
Lisa Kudrow, but even
I love
better,
her.
Nate's parents are played by Norbert Leo Butz and Michelle Federer.
What? Wait,
Oh, wait.
I don't know who those
They
people are.
originated the roles on Broadway in Wicked of
Okay.
Fiyero
Oh.
and
Ryan.
Nesteros. They're married in real life.
Oh, cute. Okay, so
Yeah, it's amazing.
This is a-
Tiffany's like,
I
I
was
don't care.
like, I don't know
care.
who those
okay,
people
I
are.
want to know if this is a
They're
see it, 'cause
Broadway
I have
people.
a quick question. I have something else I'm going to ask you about, put you on the spot. So that's a see it?
That's a stream it. Disney
Oh,
Plus.
stream it. Oh,
Really,
okay.
really cute for families.
Slow Horses on Apple TV Plus.
This is a new TV series about British intelligence, but it's a bunch of British intelligence agents who've made mistakes in their careers, so they're bastardized to the dungeon office, and they just
okay.
kind of are filing. One of them is trying to recover his name. The leader is played by Gary Oldman.
Okay, so what are the themes here? Is this like they just do bad and?
Yeah, it's a little bit underdog, a little bit, wanting to kind of clear your name. It starts with a really intense crime drama, but then it gets really boring. I also like that Jonathan Pryce and Olivia Cooke were in it, but that going rogue, clearing your name, like we've seen it in Mission Impossible, it works amazingly. Here it doesn't. It's boring. Skip it.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Will Smith and Chris Rock. I'm sorry, I know this is not in your notes today, but anything, I mean, it's just in the news every single day.
And you've given a lot of public statements on it.
Yeah, where are you at right now with it?
Right now, I'm glad to know that we're at the point where there's no more denying that it was a publicity stunt, or there's no more denying it was real.
You could tell it was
yes,
real.
Yes, and that I'm glad that there are going to be consequences from SAG, from the Academy. Something's going to happen, because I think, as inappropriate, shocking, and disturbing as his behavior was, the reaction to it, and us all watching that lack of immediate consequence to that, was as traumatizing.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important. And, like we still remember Tom Cruise jumping on the couch. The only one Will hurt that day really was himself. This will ruin parts of his relationships and his career and his reputation, certainly his legacy, forever.
Yeah, you and I have spent a lot of time chatting about this, and I know that you feel strongly that way, as I do too. So I love that you said that. So thanks for sharing.
Thank you,
that.
Ryan.
Thank you. So good to see you guys.
Appreciate it.
All right, you can like Ryan J on Facebook. You can follow him on Instagram and Twitter, but for his full movie and entertainment reviews, you've got to go to his website, and that is ryanjreviews.com.